Hi guys, and welcome back for the love of food. What we're going to be making this morning is donuts, and we're not going to be making dough that takes us 12 hours or dough that requires a lot of work. What we're going to be using is simple biscuit dough out of a pop tin. So what we're going to need for that is we're going to need a rolling pin, and you're going to need something with a circumference of like an inch to inch and a half. I'm going to use a shot glass, and that's what we're going to make to actually cut the middle part of our donut out. You can use a knife, you could use a melon ball or anything that you have, and it doesn't have to be perfect. But we have our oil heating up, and the oil needs to reach 375 degrees. But before we even want to start thinking about frying the donuts, we have to make sure our glaze is ready to go for when the donuts are hot out of the oil. We can put them right in the glaze. So the glaze that we're doing is pretty simple. We're starting off with 2 cups or a little over 2 cups, maybe 2 cups and a quarter of confectionery sugar, vanilla extract, and milk. So I'm going to add a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Okay. And then I've already kind of measured out. I got about maybe 5 tablespoons of milk, but it's really, you got to do everything by eye. So I'm going to start off by pouring about half of my milk in, and I'm going to mix this up. Now, for this mixture, you want it to be a little loose, because when you dip your donuts in, you want that nice glaze. You don't want it to be really thick, or your donuts won't really have that that glaze that you're looking for on them. You could use a whisk. I use almost a fork for everything that I do. I feel like I can feel like if there's any lumps in it better. And you can even use your hands and really smooth it out so that way you can feel it. Now at this time, if you wanted to, which I think I might do, is I might add a little cinnamon to this mixture right here. So that way my glaze has like almost, you know, a sweet cinnamon and sugar flavor to them. But the main thing is that you want to make sure you get all the lumps out and you get all that confectionery sugar dissolved. So now that we have that mixture all set, and we're just going to give these a quick little roll, not too much, just to get them a little bit wider. So we'll do one here. And I don't want to press down hard because I still want the nice airiness of the donut. So you can kind of see here, this one compared to that one, we only rolled it out just a little bit. So use my cup here. Again, so now that's that. Now don't throw these out because these make great donut holes. You're either going to need a slotted spoon or, to tell you the truth, what I use is I use chopsticks. And the reason for that is when it's in the oil, I'm able to pick it up and turn it over. Now they should cook about a minute on each side. Alright. So it's time to fry these bad Larrys up. So we have our candy thermometer in our oil, and that is at 375. And I suggest leaving that thermometer in there so that way you can adjust the heat. You do not want them to dip below 375, nor get hotter than 400 because your donuts will burn and they'll be doughy inside. But if you let it go below 375, your donuts will end up really greasy. So you only want to do about 2 donuts at a time. And you want to place it in nice and easy, and they're automatically going to float to the top. Okay. Alright, so now we're just about ready to flip them. So the reason why I like the chopsticks is I'm just going to take the donut and then just flip it poking one hole on the other side and flipping it right over on the other side. That way you're not using a big spoon and you're trying to flip it and you're taking the risk of getting oil all over the place. So, and they get that nice golden brown color to them. So again, we'll just wait another minute and we'll put the next batch in. Okay, so as we take them out, you can kind of see I just fished for it with the chopstick. Just hold it over the oil to let the excess oil drain, and then go ahead and stick it right on your wired rack. Now what you want to make sure is you don't want the donuts to cool. You want to be able to get them right into that glaze mixture. So we're just going to leave this here just for about 10 seconds to let them drain. So we're going to dip these, so I can take the donut, push it down, flip it over with the chopstick. It's completely glazed. Just let the excess drain off. Okay. And then right back on the wire rack. Okay, press it down, flip it over. And let the excess glaze strip. Okay, so we're going to continue with frying the rest of our donuts. I hope this tutorial is good. Definitely give these a whirl because they're a really good fast breakfast item that if you want something sweet, they're a great go-to. Thanks for watching.